In this video, I'm going to show you something interesting, and this video is completely for educational purpose only. So if you go to launch instance and then if you scroll down to the end and then if you click on advanced details, so you can see IMD SV2. Why AWS implemented this SV2 by default? Because you can see that they say that V1 for instance metadata access will break. So because that has some vulnerabilities. So for this demo, I'm using IMD SV1 only for this one. If you go to instance settings and then metadata options, you can see optional I chose. So that machine got this application. So basically what this application does, so if someone puts any image URL in here, it's gonna fetch it and it's gonna add it here. So let's do this. Let's look for Prabhas. You can choose anything. Let's say this one, right click and then copy image address. You can grab any image and then you can paste it here and then fetch it and then you can add it here. So if you're a normal user, that one looks good, right? But imagine, because this server can make a request to itself as well. So that's where we can make use of SSRF vulnerability, server side request forgery. So that what does it do basically? Your server is going to make a request for its internal components and then you can extract information. So basically what you can do, if you have this IMDSV1, if you get into the machine, you can run the command curl stdp 169.254.169.254. I'll show you. So if I run the same command from this application, imagine the end user is using this application. So you made a request 169.254 to latest meta data, and then if you made it, now you can see all of this information, and then you can see IAM as well. You can do IAM and then fetch it. So now you can see security credentials, and then you're gonna put that as well. So let's run it. Now you can see your role as well. So if I try to put that role, now we can see temporary credentials. So what you can do, you can grab these credentials. So let's replace this. I'm just going to make use of environment variables and then grab other information as well, security key, and then get token as well. So this happens only when you use IMD SV1. If you use SV2, you need to have tokens. I'll show you that as well. So click on that and then paste in here and set a region as well. So now I'm just gonna grab everything. So you need to paste this in Linux terminal. So for this one, I'm gonna connect to my machine. Prep.in. You can do this in your local machine as well. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put this. Now if I run AWS S3 ls, it's gonna say, because I intentionally didn't give this permission, but imagine this application you are given that full admin access, then imagine what happens. So I have given only EC2, let's say describe instances. Now I can fetch the details for this one because I've given this permission. But imagine in your scenario you have given that admin access. So what they can do, they can create an IAM user by using AWS CLI, and then they can log into the console. They can do whatever they want if they have admin access. So that's how it happens with the IMDSV1. So you just you got to know that, okay, attacker got this information. What you're gonna do, simply you're gonna go to AWS. Let's say you're going to detach that role, modify, and then no IAM role. So let's say detach, and then you come here and you're gonna check it. Now it's not gonna work because it doesn't have that role anymore. But attacker already fetched those credentials. So if I go back here, if I try to run the previous command again, still I can check that because I already have those credentials. Let's see if I delete that role, what happens. Click on that, delete, let's say YouTube demo, and then delete it. So that's been deleted now. Now if I come back and if I rerun this command, so now that worked well, because once you delete that role, those credentials will be invalidated. So that's a good thing. Sometimes they may take some time to invalidate. That's fine. So now let's try with IMD SV2. So if I click on that, let's go to instance and then modify instance metadata. So always make sure to use SV2. So now we added that. So now if I come back here, if I check in here, now you got different error 401. That means unauthorized. So once you have that SV2, you need to have a token. So how you gonna fetch the token? You need to run this command. Then you're gonna put the token in inside this variable, and then you're gonna make use of that variable, and then you're gonna fetch information. So in our case, this role name should be YouTube demo. Of course, we detached that role. So if I let me reattach it again. Okay, we deleted that as well, right? The role. That's fine. I'm just gonna attach any other role. Security credentials, modify M role, and then let's say EC2. So if I still I'm getting 401 only. Okay, I don't have this role actually, but still I don't see because that says 401. So if you want to fetch details, you need to run this command first. You need to get a token. So first we need to connect to the machine, SSH, Ubuntu, and then IP address of the machine. Let's run sudo su. Now run this command to get token. So even you can check that echo token. Now you can see that value. Now you can run this command to get you need to replace this one with correct role name. So if you click on the role name, security modify, that's a EC2 full admin. EC2 full hyphen admin. Now run this command. This is how you can fetch information by using token. Now you got this. So that's how you can do, but if you try to do it from this browser, this application, it's not going to support because SSRF has some limitations. So you're not gonna, how you gonna assign the token, and how you gonna do that. So it's a nearly impossible to do that. Of course, there if someone finds it, there is a way, but as of now, there is no way to bypass that. So that's how you can make use of this IMDSV2, and then this is how you can secure. So make sure to use IMDSV2 only. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching.